Yo, yo, yo! Welcome, everybody. If there's anyone live, welcome, but there probably isn't, so if there's anyone watching on the VOD, welcome to you too. We are back with some boss practice. Anyone that was here yesterday would have seen we were trying to remember the strats for Radabeast. I have had a little look. Think I know what I was doing wrong. At least what I was doing wrong yesterday. Whether that means I can rectify it or not, we shall see. But oopsie, sorry. One sec. However, we will try. So I was watching a few speedruns on YouTube, trying to remember the strats. And there's actually a couple of different ones, so we're going to go with the one that we know. We know but can't do. We might try a new one, see how it goes. Right, well, again, like yesterday, we are warming up. That's my excuse anyway. Every time I start a stream, I come in with renewed level of confidence. You know, you watched a few videos, they make it look so easy. And I'm adamant that I'll just recreate that. Let's go. No. So obviously I would have died there, but I've gotten, and I have no stun. I just want to practice the strats, get it in my fingers. Alright, so I think I died about 15 times there. So the issue we had there is we missed the riposte. Oh, by the way, I meant to say this. I've been getting stream, what's it called? At the end of your stream, Twitch gives you a little stream summary. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's been saying that I've been having chatters, and they've not been... Chatters? I'm not having chatters, and in chat, people chatting in the stream. but it's not been coming through on my widget. So if you have been chatting, apologies, I'm not ignoring you. It's just not been working properly. We're not having that. So I don't know if this is legit, because I do have Stream Elements bot on, which effectively is saying, sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. Effectively, the bot has a welcome chat, so I don't know if it's counting that and saying that that's a chatter. I suspect that nobody's actually chatting because I don't think anybody actually watches. But, you know, we move. Look at this sheer entertainment that you're all missing out on. The funny thing is I've got a little virtual, vertical scene that I can clip for content, and I've never found anything entertaining enough to actually clip yet. I don't know how many times we go before we try the new strats. We got him. Oh, well, that's not supposed to be. So I just died there, which is a fucking joke. So you tell me, do I change strats? Because I just died like 3 times there. We'll try the other strat this time. See how we get on. What have we got to lose? Thing is, I watch different different runs, and you see different strats, but you're never sure which patch it was done on. And obviously, certain strats only work on certain patches. That's annoying. We're doing this purely for research purposes, by the way. see, the thing is, unless I achieve the strat, it's not true. I don't know. I don't know whether it's better or worse. So I kind of have to actually get a clean run to know. But you see the difference. So on that one, instead of 3 R1s and then a chargy, it's 2 R1s then a full skill. I mean, it is scripted from here, but that doesn't mean I achieve it. See, I missed that for a start. And I got hit there. Alright, this is for research. We don't like it. We don't like it, gang, because we know we can achieve the other strat. Right, back to the other strat. Let's get one in. And then fingers crossed we can move on. Problem here is, like, I guess my rule has been as soon as I achieve it, move on, right? Hold on. But it's a due boss fight, so if I continue for practice, because otherwise I'll be practicing Radagon way more than Elden Beast. Or do I instantly reset if I die to Radagon to save time? I don't think anyone's ever going to watch me until I fix my concentration phase. Problem there, Elden. Yeah, okay. I don't know what to do about Elden stars. That's my dilemma currently. I think I'm dead, but... Okay, so... One H. Okay. That was 1 HP. Now, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether that is how the no dead cheat engine works, i.e. you can't go below 1 HP, or whether I actually have had 1 HP. Because if I had 1 HP, we could move on, but I'm not going to test it. Right, well that should help us test it at least. Yeah, thought so. Alright, well. So, we're kind of getting our Elden Beast strat back on track. We are not sure how to dodge Elden Stars, which has and will be a problem. So I've missed an R1 there. That's it. Woo! Sweet! Well done, gang. Alright, now we can go back to... Oh, I have to actually quit out. That's gonna mess it up, innit? I'm going back to the start. Not happy with that, gang. I can't complain with that. So, DTS. So, just so you can see, let me bring this over. Can I bring this over? Just do this. That's the list of the bosses. So, they're not in order, but 1, 2... Well, they're not all bosses because there's a couple of skips in here. So, DTS, Gideon, Godric, Godskin, Goldfree, Oraloo, Malekith, Margit Morgott, Radabeast, Radahn. Section 2 is Tree Sentinel and Darrowil, and Section 3 is Fire Giant. So, however many bosses that is, about 12 or 13, I think, is what we need to practice effectively. Some are harder than others. This one, for example, is easy. Ish, within reason. Okay, that's one. Thing is, they're all fuck-upable, if that's the way to put it. So I'm just playing straight through, seeing as I got that one right. That's wrong for a start. So, old strats would be to use a bleed grease here. Safety strats would be not to, because I can use that bleed grease on harder bosses later. Come on. This is absolute dogger. It's got a really nice way of getting you this game, hasn't it? Yeah. Just complete the final boss and then lose to the boss that gives you the weapon to start the speed run. That wasn't orthodox, but got the job done. And I pressed the wrong button for fast travel, but...
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old soul here, perhaps.
That went okay. That was a good one. Right, just practicing the menu, so it's 1, 2, 3. Well, that's a long death. What's happening here? Have we crashed? What? I've never seen this happen before. See what happens when I quit out. Weird. What? Oh. Oh, hi. Elias or Elias, sorry, I just saw that chat. I'm not used to people chatting, so welcome. Sorry if this was ages ago and you might not even be in the room anymore. There's no guide, but what I did, if you go onto speedrun.com, there's no specific guides, but I find a route that is Bloodhound's Fang and basically just watch the YouTube video, and I pieced together the guide for that. In fact, the reason I kind of started with this, kind of making these videos was because there wasn't any guides, and I was like, no one's making guides for this, so maybe I'll make one, because I wish I had one, man, because it's been complicated trying to put it all together. I have actually got it all. I've got all the strats now, I just can't put it together. By the way, the reason that's... for God's sake, the reason that stake skip didn't work... Fucking hell. The reason that stake skip didn't work is because I've got no dead on, haven't I? Anyway. Also, if you've got questions, bro, on like any of it, just ask me and I'll do my best to answer them. Because I did a lot of research prepping for it, so... Yeah, well, I mean, I was doing the same thing. And it turns out, I don't think that exists, brother. So, there's another... So, all the world record... Basically, I was trying to beat the game in under an hour, which I thought would be doable. But basically, it turns out to do that, you need to be, like, in the top 30 runs of all time. Which is definitely not my level. The current world record run is actually a totally different route to this. And I have read that it is a little bit easier. However, I've put so much practice into this one, I'm like, I can't bring myself to pivot now. But it's Death's Poker, so if you go on to speedrun.com and look at any of the Death's Poker runs, that's supposed to be easier. But I think that's relative, like, easier than this. But, yeah, I imagine it's still pretty hard. What's your goal? Have you got a goal? Like, do you want to do it in under a certain time, or you just want to give it a crack? Oh my god, look at that health bar. What's the, what time did you get it in?
I see it now. Humans all lose their eventually. How could this?
Nice.
Was my whole existence?
Was that glitchless? Because there's like glitched runs that are a hell of a lot easier, but I kind of wanted to do it glitchless. I don't know, man. Like, if you've actually, I mean, yeah, of course there's runs a lot faster than that, but that, I reckon, bro, that I think that'll be like, if you go on speedrun.com, that's going to be in like the top 100 runs ever. Like, when you think about how many people play it, like, that's ridiculous, bro. And also, to put it into context, I've never even I haven't completed a run at all. Because, like, there's hard stops in this run. Like, for example, if you die to certain bosses, like, because you need to use the greases and they're limited resource, so if you die enough times you run out of grease, you have to kind of literally stop the run. So I've never even put one together, because my idea was, like, at least get one on the board, however slow, and then just work on getting it down. So that 140, was that glitched? What's next? Quadric. Wow. Fuck me, man. That was so shit. The other thing that like drives me crazy with I guess it's just speedrun in general though, so there's not a lot I can do. I mean, mate, it sounds like you're a much better player than me, bro, because yeah, I've been slogging away at this for a long time, and I'm not even close. But do you know what? I'm in far too deep, because basically I had this idea of like, oh, I'll do every From Software or Soulsborne game in less than an hour. That was the goal, right? So I'm like, and I thought, oh, I'll start with Elden Ring because it's the most popular and it's most current, so maybe people get most interested and then follow the journey. And then I kind of looked at all the world records on speedrun and like Elden Ring's fastest. I mean, the speedrun now, the world record's like 52 minutes. And at the time it was like 56. So I was like, bro, I've got a margin for error of 4 minutes to do this. And I'm like, I've got 2 kids, right? So I only play for like an hour a day. And then all the other games, Bloodborne, DS1, they're all like half an hour. Apart from DS2, that's long as well. And then I thought, right, well, no stress, I'm not on a time limit, let's just crack on. And I've been playing Elden Ring pretty much now, probably for about 6 to 9 months. And I've not even managed to finish a run yet. Yeah, deep that. So, the good thing is I really enjoy it. Like, I absolutely love the game, so that's one thing. Yeah, well, I'm finding that out the hard way. But honestly, like, I would love, at this point, I would love to get, what, 1 hour. I'll just get a run on the board, man. Let me have a look. Right, watch this. I'm going on speedrun.com, yeah, on my phone. Why is this not coming up? Right. But any percent glitchless. You got 1 hour 40 here. Let's have a look. That puts you like 157 on the leaderboard of all runs ever done. Like, I mean, you've got to be happy with that, bro. Come on. Of all runs ever done. And, yeah, man. Fair play. What did you struggle with the most on that 1 hour 40 run? For me, it's 100% Morgott, Fire Giant, Radahn, Elden Beast. Like, the rest, they're not that hard, but, you know, you just make mistakes and that's the end. But it's not too bad. So, the strats I do, the short answer is no. What do you play on? If you play on PC, I'm sure you know how to do it, down patch and everything, but basically the Fire Giant strats in this run, for ages, like, I was doing it literally exactly like the videos, and I was like, well, but it just wasn't working. And I ended up going on a Discord because I'm like, what? That is so shit RNG. Yeah, so I was copying the strat exactly, and it wasn't like, he wasn't staggering at the same time. You know, I was taking different damage levels and doing different damage. And there's a Discord for speedrunning, so I kind of put a message in there saying like, I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing wrong here. I'm literally like copying it exactly. And it was because of the patch. So this route, most of them are on either 1.7 or 1.10, and there's pros and cons to both. And it's funny, there's like pros and cons. So like on some patches, certain bosses are easier. On other patches, other bosses are easier. Like, you can obviously do it on the current patch. Like, of course you can. But like, the specific strats for the run I'm doing need to be on 1.7 or 1.10. And it's for Fire Giant. And also, I'm pretty sure Godskin Duo. So there's a script for Godskin Duo. And I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's basically, I think it's riposte damage on current patch has been nerfed a little bit, and the script in the Godskin Duo. Oh, nice one, bro. Yeah, well, nice for stopping by. Hopefully I'll catch you again soon, man. See you later. Right, for anyone who has seen this before, you know that this is all about composure. That is a great question. I've got them. Oh, that is a really good question. I like them all for different reasons, which is such a politician's answer. I think Elden Ring is probably the best game. objectively. I think, like, if you just look at it as a game and you don't have any what's the word I'm looking for, like nostalgia or whatever, because for me Bloodborne was the game that got me into From Software, or like got me into all these games, and I've completed Bloodborne the most times by miles. But the Elden Ring is just so big, so replayable. And then Dark Souls, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Dark Souls is, yeah, I mean, I've played them all a shitloads of times. I used to say that DS2 was my favourite. But I think that was just a bit of a hipster answer. But I really enjoyed it, and Demon's Souls as well. What about Sekiro? Have you played Sekiro? Right, I'm going to have to go in a second. So, one more attempt. Maybe two. We'll see how bad this one goes. And then I'm going to have to call it a day because I've got to go get my kids. That was bad. I don't know if you've been watching the stream for a while, Emily, but this is... I promise you that the other bosses went better than this. Fire Giant, I reckon, is the hardest in the run. For me, anyway. The strat is so specific. Oof. Fuck's sake. Do you know what? I appreciate it. Do you know what? That was like an inch away from actually doing it then. But anyway. Fuck off. Alright. I'm gonna give it a call it a day. That was a horrible way to end it. Anyway, I've got to shoot. Thank you so much for coming in. Hopefully, if you follow me, you'll see me. I try and stream every day about this time for an hour, and then sometimes I'll stream later on. But thanks, I really appreciate anyone that comes in, and thank you for those who chatted. And I will see you later, yeah?